Hello, Ghana. Hello, all JHS students and all my B.E.C.E final year students. This is B.E.C.E Audio Learn. We bring on your way all the past questions from the Science 2019 B.E.C.E objectives. Do listen and learn. It is our prayer and wish that you listen to them and it will make you well prepared for you to pass successfully. So do enjoy. B.E.C.E 2019 Objective Test for Integrated Science. Number 1. Steel is an alloy of iron and A. Aluminium, B. Carbon, C. Silicon, and D. Gold. And the answer is B, which is carbon. Steel is an alloy of iron and carbon. Number 2. An atom that has lost one or more electrons is called A. a molecule, B. a proton, C. an ion, D. a negative particle. And the answer is C, an ion. An atom that has lost one or more electrons is called an ion. Number 3. In all machines, the efficiency is always A. always 100%, B. less than 100%, C. more than 100%, D. always 0. And the answer is B, less than 100%. Or in all machines, the efficiency is less than 100%. Number 4. In electronic circuit, LEDs or LEDs are used to indicate the absence or presence of A. voltage source, B. P to N junction, C. electric current, D. emitter and collector. And number 4, the answer is B, P to N junction. In electronic circuit, LEDs are used to indicate the absence or presence of P to N junction. Number 5. Which of the following statements about the scientific method is or are correct? I. Logical procedure for arriving at knowledge. II. Knowledge that can be changed. III. Knowledge that can never be changed. And the options are A. I only, B. I and II only, C. I and I only, D. I and I only. And the correct answer is C, I and I only. Which of the following statements about the scientific method is or are correct? I. Logical procedure for arriving at knowledge. II. Knowledge that can be changed. II. Knowledge that can never be changed. And the answer is I and I only, which is logical procedure for arriving at knowledge, and I. Knowledge that can never be changed. Number 6. Which of the following substances is a compound? A. Hydrogen. B. Nitrogen. C. Oxygen. And D. Water. And the answer is D. Water. Which of the following substances is a compound? And we all know water is a compound. Number 7. Which of the following sources of energy is or are renewable? I. Solar. II. Crude oil. III. Wind. And the answer is C, which is I and I. The options were A, I only, B, I and I only, C, I and I only, D, I and I only. And the answer is C, which is I and I only. Solar and wind are renewable energies. Number 8. The pressure in fluids. A. Increases with depth. B. Decreases with depth. C. Acts upwards at any point. D. Acts differently in all directions. And the answer is A. Increases with depth. The pressure in fluids increases with depth. Number 9. Which of the following chemical equations is balanced? A. Nitrogen 2 plus hydrogen 2 indicates nitrogen hydrogen 3, which is A. N2 plus A2 indicates NH3. B. Nitrogen 2 plus 3 hydrogen 2 indicates nitrogen hydrogen 3, which is N2 plus 3H2 indicates NH3. C. 2 nitrogen 2 plus hydrogen 2 indicates 2 nitrogen H3, which is 2N2 plus H2 indicates 2NH3. And D. Nitrogen 2 plus 3 hydrogen 2 indicates 2 nitrogen hydrogen 3, which is D. N2 plus 3H2 indicates 2NH3. And the correct answer is D. N2 plus 3H2 indicates 2NH3. And the question was, which of the following chemical equations is balanced? And the answer is D. N2 plus 3H2 indicates 2NH3. Number 10. Lime juice tastes sour because it is A. Acidic, B. Alkaline, C. Basic, D. Salty. And the answer is A. Acidic. Lime juice tastes sour because it is acidic. Number 11. A metal block has a mass of 1.0 kg. What is the volume of the block if its density is 10 kg m raised to power minus 3? A. 0.01 meters cube. B. 0.10 meters cube. C. 1.00 m cube. D. 10.00 m cube. And the answer is B. 0.10 m cube. A metal block has a mass of 1.0 kg. What is the volume of the block if its density is 10 kg m raised to the power minus 3? Number 12. It is easier to move a heavy load with a crowbar when the A. Effort distance is shorter than the load distance. A. Effort distance is shorter than the load distance. B. Effort distance is longer than the load distance. C. Effort distance is equal to the load distance. D. Effort is equal to the load. And the answer is B. Effort distance is longer than the load distance. It is easier to move a heavy load with a crowbar when the effort distance is longer than the load distance. Number 13. Benedict's solution was added to a mixture in a test tube and it turned brick red when heated. The mixture is likely to contain A. Glucose, B. Vitamin, C. Protein, D. Oil. And the answer is A. Glucose. Benedict's solution was added to a mixture in a test tube and it turned brick red when heated. The mixture is likely to contain glucose. Number 14. Chlorine gas is an example of A. An atom, B. An element, C. A compound, D. A molecule. And the answer is D. A molecule. Chlorine gas is an example of a molecule. Number 15. Which of the following statements about a force are correct? I is measured in newtons. I is measured in Newton meter. I can start a motion. IV can change the direction of a moving body. And the options are A. I and II only. B. I and II only. C. I and IV only. D. I and IV. And the answer is C. I and IV only, which is measured in newtons, can start a motion, and IV can change the direction of a moving body. Which of the following statements about a force are correct? Is C. I and IV. It's measured in newtons, can start a moving motion, can change the direction of a body. And the wrong answer is measured in Newton meter, which means a force cannot be measured in Newton meter. Cannot be measured in Newton meter. Number 16. Kerosene is able to reach the other end of a wick by A. Diffusion, B. Suction pressure, C. Capillary action, D. Osmosis. And the answer is capillary action. Kerosene is able to reach the other end of a wick by capillary action. Number 17. Which of the following processes is used to separate insoluble solids from liquids? A. Sublimation. B. Filtration. C. Evaporation. D. Crystallization. And the answer is B. Filtration. Which of the following processes is used to separate insoluble solids from liquids? The answer is filtration. Number 18. Which of the following chemical compounds is used in removing hardness in water? Which of the following chemical compounds is used in removing hardness in water? A. NaCl, which is sodium chloride. B. NaOH, which is high sodium hydroxide. C. Na2CO3, which is sodium carbonate. And D. NaHCO3, which is sodium bicarbonate, which is commonly known as baking soda. And the answer for number 18 is B. NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Which of the following chemical compounds is used in removing hardness in water? NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Number 19. When a thermometer is put in hot water, the mercury level rises because the mercury increases in A. Density, B. Mass, C. Volume, D. Weight. And the answer is C. Volume. When a thermometer is put in hot water, the mercury level rises because the mercury increases in volume, which is C. Number 20. The work done when a force moves a body through a distance of 12 meters is 720 J. The force applied is A. 8640 N, B. 732 N, C. 708 N, D. 60 N. And the answer is D. 60 N. The work done when a force moves a body through a distance of 12 m is 720 J. The force applied is 60 N, which is D. Number 21. Which of the following compounds is neutral to litmus paper? A. HC1. B. H2O. C. NaOH. D. KOH. And the answer is B. H2O. Which of the following compounds is neutral to litmus paper? H2O, that is water. Number 22. A balanced diet is one which is made up of A. Right proportions of protein, carbohydrates, and oils. B. Equal amounts of protein, carbohydrates, and oil. C. Enough water and hydrated salt. D. Vegetables, fruits, and water. And the correct answer is A. Right proportions of protein, carbohydrates, and oils. A balanced diet is one which is made up of right proportions of protein, carbohydrates, and oils. Number 23. The ovals in a flower develop to form the A. Fruit, B. Leaf, C. Seed, D. Stem. And the answer is seed. That is C. The ovals in a flower develop to form the seed. Number 24. Water drains faster through sand than clay because A. Sand particles are rougher. B. Sand contains more air space. C. Clay particles are smoother. D. Clay particles are bigger, and the answer is B. Sand contains more air space. And the question was, water drains faster through sand than clay because sand contains more air space. Number 25. The best method for checking erosion on a slope is A. Cover cropping. B. Mixed cropping. C. Contour plowing. D. Mulching. And the answer is C. Contour plowing. The best method for checking erosion on a slope is contour plowing. Number 26. The housefly is an agent for the spread of A. Cholera. B. Malaria. C. Measles. D. Tuberculosis. And the answer is A. Cholera. The housefly is an agent for the spread of cholera. Number 27. Which of the following substances are carried by the blood? I. Nutrient. II. Urine. III. Oxygen. IV. Carbon dioxide. And the options are A. II and III only. B. II and IV only. C. I and III only. D. III and IV only. And the answer is D. III and IV only, which is nutrients, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Which of the following substances are carried by the blood? Nutrients, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. So the blood does not carry urine. Number 28. Which of the following statements about a plant cell is correct? It A. Does not have a nucleus. B. Contains large vacuoles. C. Is surrounded by the cell membrane only. D. Does not have a definite shape. And the answer is B. Contains large vacuoles. Which of the following statements about a plant cell is correct? It contains large vacuoles. Number 29. The study of the soil profile of an area helps the farmer to A. Control weed growth. B. Determine the soil temperature. C. Determine the types of crop to grow. D. Know the pesticides to use. And the answer is C. Determine the types of crop to grow. The study of the soil profile of an area helps the farmer to determine the types of crop to grow. Number 30. The term leaching in soils refers to A. Accumulation of organic matter. B. Decomposition of plant materials. C. Fixation of nitrogen. D. Removal of soil nutrients by water. And the answer is D. Removal of soil nutrients by water. The term leaching in soils refers to removal of soil nutrients by water. Number 31. How many stages does the mosquito go through in its life cycle of development? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. And the answer is D. 4. The mosquito goes through 4 life cycles of development. Number 32. Which of the following enzymes helps in the digestion of protein in the human stomach? I. Proteases. II. Amylase. III. Lipases. And the options are A. I only, B. II only, C. I and II only, D. II and III only. And the answer for number 32 is A, which is I only. Proteases. Number 33. Kidneys absorbs water from the bloodstream of humans through the process of A. Diffusion, B. Egestion, C. Osmosis, D. Assimilation. The answer is A. Diffusion. Kidneys absorbs water from the bloodstream of humans through the process of diffusion. Number 34. An example of soil micronutrients is A. Copper, B. Calcium, C. Phosphorus, D. Potassium. And the answer is A. Copper. An example of soil micronutrients is A. Copper. Number 35. The vegetable crop that requires staking through its growth is. The vegetable crop that requires staking during its growth is A. Sweet pepper, B. Garden eggs, C. Tomatoes, D. Hot pepper. And the answer is C. Tomatoes. The vegetable crop that requires staking during its growth is tomatoes. Number 36. The function of the white blood cells in human is to A. Produce hemoglobin, B. Produce digestive enzymes, C. Ensure blood clot during an injury, D. Produce antibodies to fight disease-causing organisms. Answer is D. Produce antibodies to fight disease-causing organisms. The function of the white blood cells in human is to produce antibodies to fight disease-causing organisms. D. Number 37. The carpel of a flower is made up of the following parts except A. Filament, B. Ovary, C. Star, D. Stigma. And the answer is A. Filament. The carpel of a flower is made up of the following parts except the filament. So ovary, the star, and the stigma are all part of the flower, or are all part of the carpel of a flower. Number 38. A food web shows how A. Food produced by plant is distributed to other parts of the plant. B. An organism protects itself in its environment. C. Organisms depend on one for shelter. D. Food produced by green plants is distributed among organisms in a community. And the answer is D. Food produced by green plants is distributed among organisms in a community. A food web shows how food produced by green plants is distributed among organisms in a community. Number 39. Balanced ration enables animals to A. Increase fertility rate, B. Maintain normal growth, C. Increase meat production, D. Maintain energy level of work animals. And the answer is B. Maintain normal growth. Balanced ration enables animals to B. Maintain normal growth. Number 40. Cultural practices are activities undertaken on a farm. A. After harvesting and before processing. B. Before maturity and after harvesting. C. After planting and before harvesting. D. Before transplanting seedlings. And the answer is C. After planting and before harvesting. Cultural practices are activities undertaken on a farm. C. After planting and before harvesting.